Hi everyone, welcome. Hi Terraline, Robin, Abby, Sherry, Alicia, Helen, welcome Angela, Amy, Maribel, is it Maribel? Maribel. Kelly, Nightbot, oh wait, hang on, who are you? What are you doing in my chat? As long as you're helping, I don't mind. All right. How is everyone? Have you had a fine weekend? Oh, you do, Helen? I really like Kellee Riley's art. It's very cute. This is Fairy Crown. And I'm going to use some Caran Marker Pro pens today. Blech. No English. Does not exist today. Alright. I've printed on the Canson watercolor paper. I've printed on the smoother side. So there's two there's a rough textured side and a smooth side. I've printed on the smooth side. I've just used some, which I've left on the bench. Oh, hang on, here's one. Some painter's tape. It's less tacky than normal tape. It's like washi tape, except a little bit thicker, and it holds down a little bit better with watercolor, but that's what I'm using. Now, I'm about 25 seconds behind, in front of you all, so if you do ask a question, it may take me a little bit to answer, because for some silly reason, YouTube is silly, and there's always this really bad lag, and even though I changed the latency and all that sort of stuff, it doesn't change it. It's silly. Anyway, here I am. This is what we're coloring. This image, event image, is in the chat, and also I've put it in the link below. So you've got to open that little arrow on the side under the video, and it drops down the description. It's also in there as well, so grab that. Hi Kimmy! Grab that. So yeah, awesome. Now, I'm going to be using these beautiful pens. I can't even put them under the camera. Caran. These pretty little girls. I'll call them girls, because they're pretty girls. And we're going to use these beautiful colours. There's not many. There's, what, 48 colours? Maybe a few more, and there's also some metallics, but we're not going to use metallics today. We're just going to use the colors. I'm feeling better than I have in a while, thanks Sherry. I'm here, I am alive, and I'm enjoying myself. Price is not bad, Helen? Well, that's good. I didn't even look, but now you've said that, I'm going to look, and I'm going to put a link up for you, because why not? All the links that I do post are affiliate links, so I do make a small percentage out of sales from those links, and that's no extra cost to you. And there is 72 colours in the set, by the way. The paper I'm using, I was just saying, Angela, is this one. Alright. Megabox. The Megabox, which is what I have. I think this is it here, so I have a link. Brilliant. Here it is. These are water ribbon. We're going to be using water. That's why we've got watercolor paper. You'll generally find that alcohol markers don't go well on watercolor paper. And I'm also going to add a command here because I do use these quite often. I've used them quite a few times now. So whoa, I'm writing here. Okay, let's see if that worked. Here we go. I'm going to do it, see if it worked. There it is. Woohoo! It worked. It worked. All right, now why haven't I got one for this paper? Oh, this paper is in the description, I'm pretty certain. Let me just check that because I do use this watercolor paper a fair bit too. I'm doing good. All right, so this is a paper for whoever asked, and they have neon colors. Ah, cool. I didn't know that. I have a printer. My printer is it's actually in the description as well because everybody asked me that. And I have a command for that one too. So I use the Epson Workforce 7710. It has waterproof ink, and the ink is awesome for watercolor and alcohol. All right. Now, have we got it? Printer right there. Awesome. Okay, guys, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start. I have a color theme in mind. A little while ago, I did another one of her images, and I did like aquas and purples and blue, and I really want to do that same color theme again today, but using the Caran markers we should get a little bit more vibrancy because they're absolutely beautiful. Tombow brush markers will work good here too. So Sherry, for patrons, I will do a conversion chart to other brands of water based mediums. I can't remember, Alicia might be able to help here, but I can't remember what brands we do for these, for the comparison of these ones. Have we done one for the Carans? I'm pretty sure we've started one. Let me have a look. Tombow, Arteza, brush pens, Neocolor 2, Museum, Supracolor, and Inktense. So I can see you in there. So they're the ones that we'll be, what do you call it? Converting to. So if you're a patron, I'll pop that up later on when I finish that off. Meow meow. Hi Shadow. Meow. 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 They are a lot like Tombows actually. They're as vibrant as them. They're very, very similar. Actually, I can even... Oh, shush. Shush. I'm talking. Mummy's turn to talk. Yeah, I've got some watercolor paper here. Tester page. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We have a violet blue. And we have a violet. Alright, let me just grab my water because I left it on the bench. Hang on. Here we go. Got some water. That's my tape too. It's a bit dirty. Still got the cover on it. Alright. Got some brush pen. Now the longer you leave it to dry, the harder it is to blend it out a bit, but it still works. I don't remember. Did we do, which one did we do at the top? Does anyone remember? I think the Carans were on the bottom. Well, the Carans are a lot brighter. What did you do? Oh, you're hiding things, Shadow. You're hiding stuff. Got a cloth here. Alright. So yeah, what was that one? That was Tombow. Yeah, so Tombos aren't, I mean the colours are slightly different anyway, but the Carans are definitely more pigmented, but you get the similar kind of effect, so that's good. Also I found the Carans, you can leave them a little bit longer without getting too much of a, you can see the line where I scribbled here. You can seem to leave them a little bit longer, whereas the Tombows you kind of have to do it immediately so it doesn't dry too quickly. You don't want it to soak into the paper. Alright, so as I said, we'll do a conversion to Tombow, and the other brands, RTs are brush pens, which are nowhere near as pigmented. But yeah, we'll do that, my peoples, for patrons. So shall we get started? I think we shall get started. Yeah? Hi, Patty. Thank you. I'm great. Oh, no. What's $500? What? Hang on. What are you talking about? What's $500, please? Because that's crazy. Okay, I gotta remember there's a time delay, so you're not gonna answer me straight away. I have all the Tombows. Ready? Okay, so these are all Tombows, all the way down. Copics. Up the top here we've got Caran, Eco Line. I haven't got all of those yet. But, and they're all the refills there at the back. Get that camera right. Whoop. Let's get started. I'm going to start with skin, as usual. There's a couple of colours I like for skin. I like cocoa is a good colour for skin. Oh, let me just get my... Hello. Stop kissing my hand. She would get in this box if she could, wouldn't you, Shadow? Shadow. You would get in the box, wouldn't you? Yes, I would. I would get in the box, Mama. But there's pens in there, Mama. Don't kiss it. You're pushing it away. Bright. Stop it. All right, you. Cut it out. It's the only thing with this box is the lid doesn't bend too well. Okay, I've also got a Caran d'Ache palette for the extra details and other shading that we might do as well. So what I like to do with the Caran markers is I like to start with my shadows. Okay, no. This is it's actually an old stand from the art shop. When they refitted their shop, they had a whole heap of stuff that they weren't going to be using, and this was one of their shelves. It's just Perspex plastic put together, and made into a thing. It's pretty, get off there you. So what I like to do with these is to start with the shadows and mark those out. So let's do that. And then I'll just move the colour from those areas out into the rest of the skin. So let's do that. First. Shall we? A little bit of shadow in there. Alright, let's see how that looks. I'm going to use, oh, let me get my brushes down. I have so many brushers. My favorite are the Lowell, I don't know how to, low Cornell brushes. These are tiny though, so they might be a little bit, whoops, too small for what I want to do today. And I love these ones as well, so I'll get those out. That might be a bit big, that one. Okay, I've got a number 4 size. Hi, Kenny! Number 4 might be too big, actually. Let's go with, what's this one? Apparently this is a number 6, but it's tiny compared to the other one. Let's move that ink around. Wait, I have Zoom. I think we need a little bit of colour just below the hair there. A marker hoarder? No, I just do so many tutorials that I have a fair bit of choice of product. And also I like to show you guys how things work. I mean, I don't like all of them. Some brands I've brought and not liked at all. Some I've brought and loved, and some I've not brought or been given to me that I've really loved too. These are one of them. Caran actually sent me these for my birthday last year, actually. Caran marker. It was lovely. I just used some of the ink that I had down on the under the chin there for her face as well, to give me a little bit more colour in some of those areas. Kind of goes like a purpley brown, it does when it's watered down. This one I like it. It's cocoa. Cocoa. Ah, Kenny, actually you requested this one a little while ago, or these from Kellee Art a little while ago, so that's why I ended up buying a couple, because you requested some. Well, this will be the second one that I've done now. I think I've got 2 more. I think I've got Monarch and Muse are the other 2. So I brought 4 altogether. She's only got 8 in her shop, so not a huge variety, but they're very pretty. Look, I mean, Tombos aren't more affordable, but they're the only other brand that's sort of, I guess, comparable. Also, paper's a big thing with watercolor markers. Need to have the right paper. All right, let's let that dry for a bit and we'll come in with some more color later. I'm gonna do arms. I might just do a little bit at a time here because I don't want it to dry too much. So just blending that out. She's wearing a transparent top, so we're going to do some transparent stuff today. I'm just dragging that all the way down the bottom here. Add a little bit more colour just down in here and just lift that up into the other direction there. It's fairly light at the moment, but I'm going to go in and add a little bit more depth later, so we'll get some more colour in there. And if I do this colour first and spread this colour out over, any lines that are left from the actual marker, so that don't actually blend or smooth out, that doesn't matter because that will be my shadow lines anyway. So these areas here that aren't blending out fully, it doesn't matter because we want them in there as a bit of a shadow anyway. Make sense? Now I'm going to sort of stop her top. I'm going to make that the top part of her top because we don't want her whole body area to be see-through, do we? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, I got that on my brush then. Bit of skin down in there. I'm just gonna use my palette here and just add a little bit of color there, so I can just dab a tiny little bit in down here. Just down on her hand there a little bit, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be part of her. I might have to add color in there later, but we'll just do that, and let's just mark in some more of the hand, just kind of following the shadowy shapes at the bottom or underneath the hand up. I'm using the Canson XL watercolor paper today. It's hiding. It's the XL one. It's quite cheap. I use it for a lot of my watercolor projects. Amazing. And it fills in so quickly. Hi Dee, welcome. Hi Kenny, welcome. Hi Renee, welcome. Welcome to anyone else that popped in there. There is a fairy hashtag this month, is there? Oh, cool. All Epson has a right ink system, so they all print waterproof. Cool. That's cool. Excuse me. I'll give her a little bit of a shadow under her arm there, I think. Under her hair, I mean. I'm way behind today, or way ahead of you guys today, so you might write something and it might take a little bit for me to reply because it's being silly. All right. Now I'm going to add some skin colors, some lighter skin colors. I have Skin 2. And I'm actually going to put this on my little palette here. Now, if you don't have a palette, you don't have to spend money on something like that. I use my yogurt lid. I've got a yogurt container lid somewhere here. Looks like this yogurt container lid. This works just as well. All you do is scribble on it and you collect it like a watercolor. So you could use something like that too. You don't have to use a palette. Don't feel like you have to go and get the... I really like the palette because it does both smooth and rough side, so I can use pencil and markers on it. And also the Neocolor crayons work well on this smooth side. So I'm using Skin 2, and I'm going to use a bigger brush. It smooths over it a bit better. So I wet my brush, dab it on my cloth a little bit, and then pick up the colour. And I'm going to go from those shadow areas out. Rinsing off again using a clean brush just to smooth that out a bit. I'm just going to keep building up like that. Hi Selena, welcome. Yeah, got it. Alright, more skin down here. I just went over the hair a little bit. It's not too much of a worry. It's fairly light in colour, so I can come back over it anyway. The more water I have, the more that I need to smooth too, so just using a minimal amount of water just to smooth the colour out. I think we need some more of some darker colour, so I'm going to go with I think I will just use a little bit more of the brown, but not do it directly onto the page because we've already wet the page. I'd have to wait for it to completely dry before I scribbled back over those sections, so I don't want to do that. So just remember that if you're using these pens, you must wait for it to be completely dry before you come back in, otherwise you'll tear the paper. And it's pretty much the same for most watercolor markers. The felt tips seem to pull up the paper, so just be careful. You can gently dab into a wet area with them and have the color bleed out with no issues. Going a little bit darker. Oh yes, Selena, that's what I'm organising. Spooktober. There'll be a colorathon on... My brush was too wet then. A colorathon on the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th of October, and we're doing all that all the way through October. We're doing the colorathon at the first weekend, and on the last weekend, which will be Halloween, we'll host some sort of finalization of the event. And that's Shelley and me organising that. I'm still using cocoa for those wanting to know. Cocoa. The lime and the coconut. Oh, we just started watching Bones again too a little while ago. We should go back to it, Sarah. I want that episode. Oh, I can hear a car. Hang on. Oh, hang on a sec. Feels like diamond paintings. I don't know. It's not Diamond Art Club because it's not in the box. Treasure Art Studios. Interesting. Alright. I'm not showing them yet. We'll show them later. Alrighty. What do I need? I need more dark, don't I? Come on, tell me. We need more shadows? Yes, that's for the event. Helen, the witch. So you'll be able to get that during the event. Yoo-hoo! Very cool. So Australia's going to be in curfew and lockdown. Well, Victoria is for a little longer. They're saying October. Not happy, Jan. So we're all locked in. We're not allowed out of the house after 9 o'clock from next week onwards or September onwards or something. It's ridiculous. 26th of September, I think we're allowed to go out. We're allowed to be out past 9 or before 9. We have to be inside the house. And what else is happening? It's kind of frustrating. I can see people getting very aggravated about it. Kind of encroaching on your personal kind of freedom, I guess, a little bit. Feels a little bit like I feel like that when things are going to start to go back to normal, that we're all going to have freakouts because we won't have all these people around us all the time. Like, I feel like being at home and around the family so much, it's going to kind of be a bit like, well, you know, when it's time to go back. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be stressful. Who else is going to be stressful? Like, it's like my family's all going to go, and I'm still, because I'm a homebody anyway, but I'm going to be left here by myself, and I'll be freaking out. I'll be like, where is everybody? Are you coming home yet? Ah, dear. Nani's going to go bonkers, I think. She's loved having everybody home, and that's going to be hard to teach out of her. I'm still using the cocoa here, guys. I'm just continually adding layers to build up these dark sections. And it's not going to be perfectly smooth, and that's okay. It's watercolor. Hi, Loretta. Yeah, I'll have them, but hi, Megan. But they're not going to. And hi, Linda. Welcome. Yeah, it's Treasure Studio Arts, Linda. I'm not going there yet. Just gonna wait and see. All right. Let's add some pink in here. Just going to get rid of some of that. brown. Alright, we got I'm gonna add some rose pink on the palette using a smaller brush, bit of water. Let's just add some colour in here. Can't even tell I added that, can you? I did. I added pink. It's pink. From the look of it, Linda, what I've just got, it could end up being the same coat from me, because I thought that it was going to be, you know, a little better because of the conversation I had, but I don't think it is, so this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Now she looks sunburnt. But because the colour on the camera is not right, you can't see that. Oh. Let me just put my hand there. Hi, Kat. Welcome. Thank you. Hi, Leslie. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. Is that the Loretta, is that the explicit one? That color's not right still. You can see a little bit of the pink, but it's a lot more pink in real life, peoples. No. Oh, okay. You were putting together little things. Ah. Yes, Linda, I agree. It seems like and I was supposed to get something else that's not in the package, so that tells me that it was just a bit of a, yeah. Yeah. My face is looking blotchy, so I'm going to use some PanPastels to cover that up a bit. Okay. I don't want to add any more to the skin because it's just getting overworked here. So I'm going to start with my colour. I'm going to go with, I want to use pink, purple and aqua. Aqua? Is it aqua? Aqua. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Dry. Naughty. Okay. It's being naughty. I got lipstick red. I just added that in her cheeks, and I'm just softly using water on the edges just to blend it out. Oh, this color's terrible. Let me just fix this camera. It's annoying me. Just check my hand color here. That gives me a bit of a guide to where I am. All right. I'll have to have a look. Thank you so much for Super Chat, Kat. It means so much to me. You're amazing. It just popped and disappeared. Diamond paintings we were looking for our Treasure Studio Art diamond paintings. We were just discussing that. I already purchased one and I got it in the mail a little while ago, and there were some issues with it. So I spoke to them and you know, expressed my disappointment because of the costs and things like that. And anyway, the conversation went that they would send me another, and I agreed to order a couple more to do a bit of a review. But from what I can see, the replacement one isn't in the package. And the others came just the same as the other one, so we'll see if they're okay once I open it. Anyway, this is looking terrible. She's looking sunburnt. Really sunburnt. I need it to dry so I can fix it. I can't go on until I fix it. I need to fix it. Alright. I'm going to use a little bit of purple in the hair. I'm going to use a mixture of colours, so I'll start with purple. This is, sorry, what purple? Plum. Plum, madame. Plum. A little bit purple down here. And I'm going to do like different coloured hair, you know, a bit of everything. Yeah, she has very rosy cheeks. I'll fix that later, but for now, it can stay. I just don't want it to run into the skin because the skin's still a little bit wet. You will, Linda. Oh, okay. Loretta, I'll have to have a look at it. I had so much trouble with her Patreon, I had to just stop. I couldn't, the payments wouldn't work properly, and it was just driving me bonkers. It's the only one that I had trouble with, and I think it was because it wasn't in US dollars. It just didn't work. Every time it went to come out of PayPal, PayPal kept rejecting it for some reason. It's weird because I buy from all over the world, so I don't understand why this particular one kept playing up. I gave up. I noticed that Christine Caran's no longer having her Patreon either. She's closing it down. Did you guys see that? She just can't do it. It's just taking up too much time. And energies, as you could imagine. I missed out on Christine's diamond painting too, but that's okay. I'm sure there'll be others. She posted, I got a link thing this morning, Helen, about it. It's not very happy. Not very happy. I'm going to use... Let me find it. I need some red lilac if I can find it. Actually, I'm going to use this to do a couple of flicks in that direction. Yeah, I know. Hi, Patty. Welcome. It's sad, but I mean, I can understand it too. I just did some of that. That was the red lilac. Just moving that colour up into the purple a bit. I think I might need a firmer brush. That one's just flopping around everywhere. It's a floppy brush. Hashtag floppy potato. From Jazza. You can also paint it with, Amy, you can also paint it with matte medium. And that would likely do the same thing. Oh, look at her skin drying off. It's drying off really rough there. I'll bring in some of my pastels in a moment and fix that up a little bit. Oh, I'm not happy with her. I'm not happy. I hate it when I'm not happy. What? Wait, you're not happy, Jan? We don't know who Jan is here in Australia, but we're not happy with her. Because she didn't advertise in the yellow pages. I miss some of her skin here too. I'll come back in with some of that skin tone in a minute. Helen, thank you. I needed it. Just give me some encouragement here just to keep going on this one, hey? It's okay. It's okay, B. It'll work out. It will work out. Don't worry. I just added a little bit of that red lilac to my palette. I'm going to go with something a little bit brighter. I think it's called Cerise. Cerise? Cerise? Yeah, Abby, I do. I swear I do. I mean, we'll fix it. We won't leave it like that. Don't worry, be happy now. I don't know if I want it to go down there. I think I want to add some yellow in there. Okay. I'm just going to add this to the ends of... I'm putting it on my palette and just adding it to the ends of the pink. But I still want to keep a little bit because I want to put a bit of yellow in there. I think my problem is that I haven't gone bright enough. I think I've really watered this down. Hello?
Hello.
What you got? Hello. Did Nanny want to say hello?
Yes, she did.
You get some chicken, do? Nanny's on the couch. Get off.
Actually on top of the couch.
Yeah, she was sitting on top of the couch.
Oh, yeah.
Yum. Cam just got back with some meat.
Cup of tea?
Yes, please. Yes, got back with some meat. Meat is good. Oh, no worries, Linda. Thank you. We want me happy? Okay, good, because we're going to get happy. Okay, I need some yellows, and thinking maybe canary yellow. Let's do this on the ends. Okay, let's just blend that out a little bit. Hi, Shelly. Welcome. To the messy colouring house. I should have used markers, you know. I ummed and ahed. I was like, do I use Copics or do I use watercolour? But I kind of felt like using watercolour, so I did. But now I've done it, I'm like, I should have done Copics. Maybe I can do a redo with Copics. A redo. Copic remake. Just going to put a little bit of cocoa in those little sections that were actually supposed to be skin. Oh, actually that could be part of her jewel around her neck. Oh gosh, which I think it is now that I've just done that. Oh well, that's okay. We're going to be doing that yellow, so it's good. So I'm just wetting the yellow and pushing it into the pink so it kind of goes orange in the transfer. Well, some of it did, some of it did not. Okay, let's do some playing here. Let's do it. I've got the plum. Just moving it around a bit, making that a little bit smoother and a little bit brighter. Now I've watered it down too much. I need to add a bit more colour. I want it bright. This side. There's a couple of little spots where I'm going to add it just in to the pink a little bit. Okay, and then let's go back in with the red lilac. Sorry, let me just clean that off. Oops. Red lilac. Oh no, too watered down. Add some more. Want it thicker. Come back up into the purple. Oh, especially at the top there. Let's clean that off again. Nice and thick. Better. Better. Oh, so how did you guys fare up after Friday? Oh, Jennifer's stream was so much fun. Did you guys get your images? Did you get yours, Kat and Abby and Gilly? I don't know if Gilly's even here, but did you get them? And Diane. Actually, that's who I haven't seen this morning. Has Diane popped in and I've missed her? Ah, it was so cool doing all that giving. All right, and then we had the cerise. Hi Della. Hi everyone else that's popped in. Yes, perfect. Thanks, Kat. Shelley. Who else popped in? Patty. Saw. Della. Somebody said Miranda. Where's Miranda? Did I miss that one? There it is. Hi Miranda. It's hiding in the between the admin chat there. Adding some more pink. This cerise colour is a brighter pink though. And my brush is a little bit dry there. Need more yellow. Canary yellow again. I'm not making it perfect, it's just rough. More on this side. Oh, I'm so sorry guys, I'm a bit quiet again today. I'm trying to concentrate, you know, like, I don't know, just trying to, because I haven't planned it. I just went, yep, let's just do this. It makes me have to think a little bit harder, I guess. She's looking kind of messy, hey. Alright, let's just smooth out her skin a little bit. We've got a bit more dry there, so I've got I might use palette pastel today. I have a bit of blue on it, just wipe that off. Okay, you're good. Alright, I'm going to use some palette pastel. What have I got? Game Face. I'm just going to get rid of some of the water lines. And a little bit of bling, bling, bling. And magically just smoothing out the skin. I'm going to add a little bit of bay just into these shadows, which is almost the same color as the cocoa. Bear. Use a tiny little bit of the Whisper, which is white. I don't like this white as much as the PanPastels one, but that smoothed it out a lot. Hey, where's my brush gone? Oh, cat, a goat's hide. Well, that sounds interesting. Very interesting. Oh, very cute. I was going to do a lamb's wool rug with my little fake white that I had, but I had trouble trimming it so it was the right size. I've actually finished all my rooms now for my custom designed one, and I just need to start putting it together and figuring out what I'm going to do for the outside area, for the ground. I'm not sure what kind of material to use to make the ground. So I've kind of been procrastinating a little bit on it because I want it to look nice. I don't want to put the sticky paper that they gave me. It's just like weird looking tiles. So not going to do that. Okay, now I'm going to do this top. I'm going to add some aqua now. What have I got? Cool aqua. It's not really aqua-y enough for me. So let's go with moving this up a bit so you can see it. Something deeper. Turquoise. Oh no, Sherry, so sorry about that. I've done stuff like that. Nope, starting again. And I'm thinking a purple over the top, but something pale, some pale violet. I just need to clean off my palette again. Where is it? Get rid of the yellow up there. In the green. So pale, wait, what have I got again? Yeah. It's on the lid, pale violet. And I'm going to use a bigger brush. Oh, good, Kat. I'm really enjoying doing my own. I just watered that down a little bit too, adding a bit more water. I'm really enjoying doing my own thing. Just washing over. And let's go a little bit darker in some areas so we can see it more clearly over that clear section, even though her hair should technically be coming behind that because it's there, but that's okay. That's okay. Like it dry. We're gonna have to fix the hair still, I think. I need to put some more texture in there. Background, I'm gonna do blue. We're gonna do with sapphire blue. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna scribble this. Let's do it. Let's do some scribbling. I feel like scribbling. Oh, sorry guys, I'm off camera. Zoomed in a bit too much. Let me just zoom out again. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I was actually looking at a new one this morning thinking, what will I do after this? But I had to stop myself. I was like, no. We are finishing this one first. I need to do the background, the outside area. I can't keep procrastinating. So I didn't buy it. You know what? I think we need to add something else in there. Maybe a bit of indigo blue as well. It's a little bit brighter. Indigo and sapphire. One's like a grey blue, one's like a bright purplish blue. Almost a blue violet. Gonna add a little bit to the top there so it doesn't look quite so out of place. And I use the water in here to kind of make it, I don't know, smudge out a bit, separate. give it that watercolor look. Just using water to spread the color out, and it kind of leaves these little like watercolor blooms, I guess they are. They're like a bloom, yeah. Where the water just sort of disperses the color and it looks like a bit of a splotch. And I just drew on my, oh well, can be part of the background now. Oh, it's not finished yet, but yeah, we're getting some ideas here, aren't we? I think this color will be good in her eyes. And I think I might be better off using something a little bit finer for the crayon around her head. I want it to not kind of smudge in and blend in with the rest of her hair. So I'm thinking about using a different product for the crayon. Coming down the bottom here. Again, I just saw you there. Thank you. I'm playing today. I'm not that overly happy with it, but why not? She's looking cute, at least. After fixing the skin though, I'm a little bit happier with it. It's not as not as bad as I was thinking to start with. You know, that's how it comes together, you know, the ugly duckling stage. Sometimes I don't see past the ugly duckling stage until it starts to occur. Alicia's here as well, helping with colour lists for patrons, so hi Victoria, welcome. Yes, I'm using Caran markers, Caran brush pens, upside down there, and I'm using Canson watercolor pepper. I'm using the smooth side. This is a cold press, extra large, the cheaper. It's good, I like it. It works well. I use the smooth side pretty much for everything. I don't like the watercolor texture of the cold press side. Some people like that, and that's fine, but I don't like it. I like smooth. Just need a bit more blue there. I'm going to add some blue there. Just tapping it on the page there a little bit. A little bit more blue down here. Or purple? It's more purple coloured, isn't it? Alright, now I'm going to add a little bit more down here. Just on my palette here, I've just added more of the sapphire blue. I'm going to go in and just tap some colour through there, and also with the other one as well, indigo blue. I usually put it over the marker mark, so where I've actually gone over with the marker and left marks, I usually come in and just leave some dots of water in the background just to create that watercolor look. Oh, you do? Miss you too, sweetie. It's not that easy. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. Alright. I think we'll add a little bit of that indigo in her eye. Just a tiny tap. Tiny, tiny brush. Okay, now got a bit of yellow, green, blue, purple. Need some more pink and orange, which I'll do, I think, in the thing here. What have I got? Some blush. I might have to let this dry first. Okay, let's do some of the jewellery then. Let's put in some of that green. What was it? Turquoise? Where are you, turquoise? Are you hiding? I have you. I'm going to put it on my palette. Let me just clean off the palette again. Okay, hang on, guys. I have to get my heat gun out here and just dry it because it's annoying me. I've just got a heat gun. It's just a cheap Crafter's Choice heat gun. Crafter's Choice is an Australian brand. I don't know if you guys have cheap brand art stuff that's fairly well known. Just collected a little bit of the excess water. But I kept running my hand over it, so okay, let's try that again. Turquoise. using a little brush, I'm going to do a bit of detail. I was going to find something else, but I think we'll use this. Like little flowers, little leaves first. Oh, we have a few watching today, watching me mess things up. No problems, we can do that. A little bit of lime green in there. No fear. Aww, thanks, Megan. I don't think that people, I mean, I find it hard, as I said, I don't do, not everything turns out how I picture it, or not everything I do I like, but I give it a go. You can't not give it a go. I'll try my hand at anything creative. Isn't that right, Megan? I was denied as a child. No, not really. We had a grandmother, Megan's my sister, by the way, a grandmother whom we both miss very dearly, who really inspired us to be creative. She really was just gentle, and I don't know, she always encouraged me to do something. Crafty or arty. Megan. If at first you don't succeed, relax. Eat some cake and then try again. I brought some micron fine liners hoping I could use them to go over my colouring to darken up black lines. They seem not to like writing. No, it's because they're felt tip, Miranda. Felt tip will clog up the tips of the markers, so it tends not to write on things like that. But paint pen usually works well, so Posca paint pen maybe. I have a piece of hair here that's kind of bugging me, so I'm just going to use straight cerise on there because it's kind of brown and I don't want it brown. Let's do that. That's a bit better. So I used lime green and turquoise in the flowers, in the petals. Now these are kind of little roses, so let's just try and keep them simple. I don't want to do too much with them. I'm going to use magenta. By the way, I'm using the board for my miniature here. This is my miniature base board because my other one had stuff on it. I'm going to start in the middle, just do some illusions of shadows, I guess. And let's use some of that pale violet for around the outside of it. Oh look, you know what? If I fail, it's okay. We can't all be perfect all the time. You know what I try to do though? If something doesn't look right, I'll play with it until I can get it looking how I want it to look. You know? I won't let it get me down too much. I'll just keep fiddling around until I'm happy with how it looks. That was magenta and the purple again. And that's why I like to use a bit of mixed media, because we can, like the skin, I wasn't happy with the skin, it was a little bit too blotchy, so I just went over it with some pastel, and you know, some of this I'm going to go over with using that turquoise and the lime green again, filling out these headbands. Go over some hair with the, add some pink and yellow, so that magenta. And some of the canary. Do multiple images on one sheet. Do little images. This is the canary. So print 4 smaller images on the same page and have a play. Don't finish the picture, just do a part of it. Say I want to do, oh, you couldn't see that, sorry guys, I'm off camera again. I used a bit of the magenta in the middle and then the yellow on the outside. It kind of went an orangey colour there, which I quite like. Matches her hair a bit. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure if it's jewels or part of the crayon, but I think we need to add some yellow. Let's do yellow first, all down here. Nice and bright. Come down yellow. I think we might do these gems, that colour we did in her eyes, which was what, indigo? I'll do them in a minute. Let's just spread this yellow out a bit. But I'm loving playing with the sketching my own faces. That's been a bit of fun. Just doing a course, which I will do a bit of a review on, I guess, once I've done it. Some mixed media stuff, and yeah, my mixed media has got a little, like the with paper collage and stuff like that, it's a little bit needing some work there. I need some work there. So I've got indigo blue, and I'm just going to put that in here. Darker. I likey. I have buckets and bucket loads of paper of practice sheets and, you know, skin blends and just photos and photos of reference photos and things like that. Yeah, sorry, Abby, I pooped that up. Hi, Shara. good idea, Sherry. Megan, they got thrown in the bin. I don't have that kind of thing. I just throw them. I go, nah, that didn't work. I'm doing that again. I do have one picture in a Jasmine Becker book that really didn't work. I need some of that purple up here, I think. So what did we use? Plum? Let's do some plum in these little feathers here. Just going to flick a couple of lines. You're funny. Hi, there's Cam.
Hey, sorry. Phones.
It's alright, you're busy working. I'm happy you made me one.
Phones are going nuts. Both of them.
Kappa, kappa, kappa. Thank you.
Oh, that is looking gorgeous.
You reckon?
Yeah.
There you go. There's my inspiration.
Wow, that is so different on screen to what's actually there on the paper.
I know. I was trying to say that. It's not coming out right, is it?
The colours on the paper are so more vibrant.
I don't know how to... That's not even right. It's a little better, I guess.
Hey, Abby.
Bye, Kenny. Thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry it's so far behind. Chat. Hi, Cam. Hi, Cam. Megan says hi too.
Hey.
Yeah. I think I've nearly like finished those sort of bits. I think I'll do around the outside edge, and I was going to do some yellowy colour and some pink in the outside here.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Alright, give me a sec, guys. I just have to run off for a minute. Back again. So sorry. I shrunk images down and I'm colouring them for artwork in my house. Awesome. I don't like paint dot mandalas. They take me forever. Hi, Dorothy. I'm using Caran Brush Marker Pro. I'm going to put some little, I don't know, purple spots into this. I have a cuppa here now. Wetting. Then go to Cam. Adding a bit of shadow into my yellow with purple. So use complementary colours for shading. Nice. Getting her a little bit of depth in there. Okay. She needs sparkles. Yeah, I'm not doing any mandalas. No, thank you. Don't want them. I'm doing a little house from... It's not a house. What is it? It's a bookshelf thing. From the Colin Thompson magazine. Colouring Heaven magazine. And that's pretty much as little as I'm going to get. Cat. No, he doesn't watch. He just drops in and out. I'm going to use a little bit of rose pink. Rose pink to this. Why am I adding it to this? Oh, here. Bit of texture in there. And add a little bit of that rose pink to her mouth there as well. Alright, now around the outside here, I'm going to use some blush. And I'm just going to go in and just scribble over the wooded areas. Yeah. Down the bottom here. Missed a little bit of turquoise, so I just grab some turquoise back down in here. The plum, yes, sorry Alicia, my bad. Plum. It's plum. It was plum. It was just a little bit. Alicia's writing my colour list for me, so she yells at me, goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm going to also use the rose pink in there as well, in those outside bits, just a little bit. Just tapping it in. Don't need to add too much here. You know what, there's some things, Loretta, that I do, and like, as I was saying, the collage thing, I tried to do, too wet. I tried and failed to do one of Jane Davenport's mixed media things. And it came out, the paint came out all mixed in together, and I was like, this is horrible. Like, how do they make things look so good? And look, to be honest, those kind of things, it's just practice. You just gotta play with it. And play and play, and this didn't work out. See, look, that didn't work out. Let me go back with that rose pink there. And the rose pink and the yellow didn't mix well together then. So I just need to go back in and try again. I've just put some of the rose pink on my palette. No, there's not. That's right. I think that's why I like them. They're so vibrant, Amy. So vibrant. And also, I don't, sometimes watercolor products go a little bit sort of cloudy when they're dry. Muted almost. These don't. They stay nice and bright. Now I'm going to need to go back around and add some more blush in here. So I've got blush on my palette. Blush. It's like a yellow, I don't know. It's like a jasmine yellow. Not a bright yellow. All right. Okay, making me happier, slowly getting happier. Slowly making it happen here. All right, I'm going to use that mixture of turquoise and I'm just cleaning off my palette again. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a couple of different types of watercolors, Amy, and they all seem to have that bit of a, I don't know, that vibrancy thing. I've got a couple of different brands, but yeah, it's hard to, I don't know. Some have, some haven't. All right. What am I doing? Green. That's right. Turquoise and lime green. On my palette. And I'm just going to do a bit of turquoise down the middle of them, of the leaves. And then before it dries, I'm going to come in with some of this lime over the top. Just coming around the turquoise. Alright, I'm going to do that all the way around. Yeah, it does a little bit. I think a lot of them do. This doesn't, it doesn't go chalky at all. Like, it stays vibrant. So when I scan this, you'll notice the color's a lot more vibrant than on camera too. It comes out so bright, vibrant and clear, like it's clear colored. Lime peel. Cat! What did you do? There's that crazy lemon. Crazy lemon girl. Thank you, sweetie. Let's send some hugs to Cat. Love it. Cheeky. Very cheeky. Very cheeky you are. Okay, so you got sidetracked. I hate doing mini flowers. You do a little and then you have to wait for the glue to dry before you move on to the next. That's exactly right. It's frustrating. Good glue. You need good glue. Excuse me. Coughing away here. Do you know what? I use double-sided tape a lot for things like that. Much easier. Especially I did all these tiny little boxes. And you know, folding up these tiny little boxes, I just stuck a little bit of the tape runner glue, just a little bit of tape runner in there, or double-sided tape depending on what it was. Much easier. Don't have to wait for things to dry. You're kind of amazed at what? I've nearly finished. I wanted to finish it in the 2 hours. I don't like to leave these Monday ones because they never get finished. They never get finished. And you know what? It's not quite finished. There's still some little details that I want to go in with. Maybe some pencil and just touch up a couple of areas. But we are almost done. Now, I used, what blue? Sapphire blue? And a little bit of indigo blue. And there's a couple of areas I just noticed around here that need to be filled. Yeah, so sometimes there was a little bit of area in the skin where it didn't budge. Just touching up some background areas in here now. Amy, so I did have trouble with a couple of the skin areas where it didn't go well. Oh, I missed a leaf. I'll do it now because I'll forget. I'm just going around with that blue and indigo and what was the other color? Sapphire blue, and just filling in some of these gaps that were around my flowers. And I think I can go in and finish off these roses. Just got some of the blush again. I'm just making sure that these areas are filled out. A couple of the little vines didn't get done. just confidently going in over that because it's pretty much dry. There was a little spot here somewhere with no blue. Where did it go? Okay, and I want to do I think I like this purple and pink, so covering over with the pale violet. Turning my palette around there. A bit of a hair where I haven't finished in here yet. That's part of the background just there. Is that what you were talking about? Who has bread? What? Don't talk about bread. I like bread. Alright, let's do pale, adding some water to it. Pale violet in all these flowers. I'm going to add a little bit more colour in there. And then I've got the magenta. Fairly watered down. I'm going to add a fair bit of water in there. That was magenta, wasn't it? Magenta red. I'm just going to add a little bit in the middle of the flowers. And I think just using that pale purple, pale violet, whatever it was. And I need some more of the turquoise, I think, up here, just a little bit. Okay, cerise, is it? Cerise. These flowers are looking pretty quiet in here, so let me just add a bit of that to these flowers. A little bit brighter. Not much, but a little bit. My tea's gone cold. Alright. Tiny little bit of indigo, no, sapphire blue it is. Just a tiny bit, just on the eye there, just so it's not bright white. And a bit of the plum. I missed the eyebrow. And I think I'm going to use an actual paint pen for this, or a marker. This here, hair, yeah, that's pink, apparently. It's not very nice pink, but it's pink. Is that the one you meant? And that's shoulder. We can probably do that slightly brighter. Alright, and that's shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Now I'm going to use a Copic multi-liner. It's waterproof and Copic proof. I'm going to do her, this is a thick one, I'm going to do her eyelashes. Just so they stand out a little bit there. Let's put some paint pen. Nope, let's do a gel pen. Is there a medium you don't have fun playing with? Nope. White gel pen for the lip. And the eye, and somebody said we need sparkles, so let's add some sparkles. And let's make this hair look a little bit more exciting. Let's do some, you know what, I do white Posca, but it looks like my Posca pen's disappeared, so I'm just going to have to open another one, which means it needs a good shake. You know what, I find that Posca pen doesn't work well on watercolor things. Does anyone else have that? I find it kind of soaks in a little bit. That's going to take me too long to sit there and play with. It's not being nice today. So we'll use a big gel pen. Let's use the Uni-Ball. It's got a nice big thing. Do you want me to zoom in? Hi Ray! We're almost done. We're just doing some pretty little details. This gel pen's having a spastic. someone's using the microwave. Thanks, guys. I think I can put a few more little spots on her face there. And I'm just going to keep moving around the hair until I finish it off. But that's pretty much all I'm going to do today. Do you have any questions before I do run away? I'm just going to put a couple of white streaks through this material, help it look a little bit more transparent too. Mindless dotting. Couple of little lines for like flecks of colour or light coming through. I could spend all day doing this. Spot, spot, spot. Couple of spots in the flowers. And we're done. Almost done.
I've got to go again.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to use the smaller gel pen and do a big sparkle. Just down the bottom here. Well, I'm going to attempt to. It doesn't want to work. It's going, nope. I'm not sure why it's not working, but I'll get my little thing out later and see if I can get it clean. Let's do this one as well. A little bit in the teeth there. think I'm done. I took an extra 25 minutes, but what do you guys think? I don't know, Posca seems to just sink into the... I think it just seems... The Posca just seems to sink into the paper. I don't know. Oh, I just ripped the edge there a bit. Just roll this off. Oh. Damn you. Might still be a little bit damp because I lost a little bit of paper there. Just makes framing easier. We done. I think she came out really pretty in the end. It took a little bit, but she did. I'm still not quite happy with the skin, so just so you guys can see me playing here, because when I scan it, I'm going to be able to see that fairly clearly. I have my PanPastels here, and I'm going to use some burnt sienna tint. And just gently cover over that little blotch there. I'm going to clean it off again. Just blend that back out that way. I know you guys might not be able to see it that well, but I can see it quite clearly there. And it's giving me a, you know, OCD heart attack. You know those? And what will happen is I'll scan it and that will actually come up. And I don't want it to come up, so I'm just going to cover it just slightly. So I had a little bit of a conversation. Robin actually asked me what the difference between the pan pastels and the pellet pastels were. Well, this is one of those differences. I find that the pellet pastels don't completely cover things up. They're a little bit more oily and they're harder to build on top of themselves. So once you've kind of done a couple of colors, it tends to be a little bit, I guess, it just doesn't build up as much. So there is a difference between them. I think these cover really well. They're great for mixed media. And I'm using a tiny little bit of magenta extra dark just to increase the shadows a little bit because I blended them off a little bit. My saying is, or my motto is, if you can't get it to look like what you want it to look like with what you're using, then find something that will do it. I'm going to add a little bit of red iron oxide tint. It's just a little bit better. Oh, look, I missed some skin down here. Let me just use the pan pastel to do that bit of skin. There we go. Trickers. It worked well. And if you get any areas that you know, you get like covered over and you want to just use an eraser, and it just erases off nice and gently. Yeah, Caran markers and a little bit of extras to touch things up. So that's it. So for patrons, I will do a conversion chart to Tombows and the other brands that I mentioned earlier, and I will scan her up and get it. See if you guys can see how vibrant. It's actually way more vibrant in real life. Like these pinks, there's a glare off the camera to start with. But actually that's more closer to what it really is. Check how vibrant those pinks are. Very pretty. And you know what? It was kind of messy, wasn't it? It wasn't, you know, it wasn't perfect. No, this was all... I only touched up with the PanPastels. I did some touch-ups on the skin because we had some blotchy spots, but I'm too much of a perfectionist. But that was it. That's all we did with the PanPastels. Just a couple of skin spots. So yeah, that's it. I'm done. But big thanks to everyone for coming. Big thank you to Kat for the awesome super chats and the sour lemons. And I'm going to be back on Thursday for patrons, so if you want to check that out, make sure you join Patreon. And I will be back on Friday for the public, and we're going to be colouring some more of the Jennifer Zimmerman image that we've been doing, which is really exciting. And we've got more giveaways. So come back on Friday, because we have giveaways. Aw, thanks, Meg. Aw. One of a kind. Thank you, Della. Thanks, Ray. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging around and waiting till the end to see how she finished up. I know sometimes when I start colouring, people are like, what is this girl doing? She has no idea. I swear I think that sometimes too. I really do. I have no idea. What is this girl doing? That's what I think in my head. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? No worries, guys. Thank you so much for hanging around and being around. It means the world to me. Have a great rest of your weekend to get those that it is Sunday, and good night. Good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.